everyone and welcome to my channel, and for today's video we're going to talk about how to buy a house in the Philippines. This is through project selling. So guys, come and join me. So now let's start. So here's the tip, the process, and the steps on how to buy house and lot in the Philippines through project selling. So the first one that you have to do is to have research or to search for a particular, for example, house and lot or like locations that you're looking for. So you have to search, and when you find some posts like on social media, Facebook, Instagram, sometimes YouTube, just like now you're watching it. So maybe you search for something that you're thinking about how to buy a house in the Philippines. What are the process? So you can also do that on YouTube on what properties you are interested in. So first is, as I said, research and inquire. So for example, that on Facebook you're looking at this property and you're kind of thinking, how much is this? So the first thing that you have to do is to inquire. So usually every agent posts their number there. So you're just gonna contact them. You're just gonna ask how much it is. Where is the exact location? Is this still available? Is this pre-selling, or it is ready for occupancy? So there's a lot of questions that you need to ask. So of course, when they already answer all the questions, so the next thing is they gonna set a tripping. Okay, so now let's talk about tripping. It's actually a project tour. So they're gonna show you all the units that you're interested in. So sometimes they will show you the model house for dressed up unit and for turnover unit. So you're lucky if you can see both because you can also compare it. And the good thing about seeing the model unit for like a dressed up unit is that you can have an idea on how to dress your unit. And the good thing about seeing the turnover unit is that you're not gonna expect too much for when they turn over the unit that you actually bought. Okay, so another thing that you might want to ask them is where are they gonna build your house or the house that you're aiming to buy. So you might also be interested on, is it facing morning sun or facing afternoon sun? Other people still believe, I guess, that if they are facing sunrise, it's lucky. So am I right? But I think they still have some belief like it's lucky if it's facing in the in that direction. So you might be interested in that. Okay, so another thing that you have to consider is the community and also the establishment close by. Is it close to mall, hospitals, schools, or anything that is important to you, especially work, because you don't want to travel 5 hours every day if it's too far away from your job. So sometimes you also have to consider all those things. Another thing that you might want to know is the amenities. Is there any swimming pool there, clubhouse? Is the entrance safe? Is there is a guard 24 hours, basketball court, gym, or anything important to you? So you might want to know as well. So when you're there, so just look whatever you want to know. And how to go there. Okay, so let's say that you are now decided and you want that unit. So you're going to reserve it, okay? So the first requirements that you need to submit are proof of income. So, for example, that you are locally employed. So you need to submit payslip or ITR or certificate of employment. And example, you are working abroad, you're an OFW. So you need a job contract or anything that it can be a proof that you're working and you're earning that amount. And another requirements is a proof of identification. So it's a two valid ID. For example, that you are married, so you need to submit your spouse ID as well. And example that you are working abroad, so you also need a representative. So he or she have to submit a two valid ID as well. And another one is proof of billing. So usually from Meralco or bill from water, like water bill and internet bill. So anything like that that's stating your address. And of course, do not forget your reservation fee. It's also important. So it actually differs from developers and what type of unit you're going to reserve. So just ask your agent. So of course, first they're gonna send you a sample computation, but but on the tripping and the reservation, they will also give you the final computation. And of course, you have to sign some documents. Examples are reservation of agreement, buyer's information sheet, and the final computation stating how much you have to pay monthly. So this will be the down payment. And for example, you're going to loan from Pag-ibig or bank. It's also stated in your final computation. So that will be under reservation. So you also have to ask them when will be the turnover of the unit. So you can also ask anything you want to know. So if ever that you forgot, so just ask your agent or the developer also. Okay, so next is down payment. Sometimes it is 80% loanable and 20% down payment. And sometimes it's just 10% down payment and then 90% loanable from bank or Pag-ibig. So it's sometimes divided into 24 months, sometimes shorter, so it can be 12 months. And if they have promo, you can be lucky to divide it into 36 months, but that's very rare. So usually it's 24 months. And so if you have some savings, you can also pay that in cash. You don't have to wait 24 months to finish your down payment. And sometimes it actually depends on the developer. Sometimes you cannot move in if you're not finished with your down payment, and sometimes you can, but that's very rare. Usually you have to pay for your down payment first before you can move in. Okay, so for the requirements, they usually give you 30 days to complete all the requirements, and other developer, they would give you 60 days. But usually it's just 30 days. You have to complete it. And sometimes if they have promo, so you will only be qualified for a specific promo if you can able to complete your requirements in 30 days. So the good thing about completing it right away, so you don't have to hurry up. Okay, so let's say that you already submit all the requirements at the beginning for the developer. So you need to submit again all those requirements. So now for the Pag-ibig and or for the bank, because some of your documents will be expired. So sometimes it will only be valid for 6 months, sometimes only 3 months. So you need to submit again because it's only valid for the developer. And okay, so now let's talk about house turnover. So they will turn over to you the house if it is 100% finished, or like it's the status is 100% constructed. And also if you are finished paying for your down payment, and another one is that you are already approved by bank or Pag-ibig for your loan. So these are the things that they also consider before you can live in the house. Okay, so during that process, you also have to pay for the move-in fee for Pag-ibig, and also sometimes for the bank's charges. So you can also ask for the breakdown of what you're paying. Sometimes it also include the real estate taxes, sometimes for 2 years. So you will know, just ask for them. Just ask the developer to give you a copy or a breakdown of the move-in fee. Okay, so another thing in this process is the house inspection. So you can also bring a friend or engineer or a carpenter or anyone that is knowledgeable in checking a house or the quality of the house, and also of course the engineer of that project is also present during that day. So you just have to tell the engineer or the representative of that project if you don't like anything, or for example the wall have some crack and you want to change the doorknob and they have to fix this deposit, things like that. So you just have to tell them, do not accept the house if you're not yet satisfied. You also have to request for a move-in. So they're gonna process it. And then if everything is okay, then you can finally move. You have to ask them also if they will turn over the unit to you with a water supply or electricity supply. And finally, after the move-in, so you can now have the notarized contract to sell. Well, sometimes they give it to you at the early stage, like during the down payment, but usually they will only give it to you after move-in. And another one is you can also have the absolute deed of sale. And of course, for the original title, the bank or pag-ibig will keep it for the meantime until you are fully paid. And that's it. So I hope you enjoy and you learned something from this content. And if you want to know more about real estate thing, so just comment down below and I'll do more videos about it. So thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.